Hello and welcome to the next vlog. This one's all about replacing the bilge pump. This is the old one which was in when we got the boat, and I test it every now and again and it doesn't always work, which is obviously quite important for a bilge pump. So been on the cards for a while now, but lots of other things have got in the way. Tried cleaning it up and sorting it out, but it's not really playing ball with it, so I've had to replace. Along with the pump, the cabling itself is very suspect. Lots and lots of connections in it, and the connections are done the wrong way as well. So if they split, the live would actually touch the sides of the boat, which is not very good. So yeah, looking to do the whole thing. The wiring is generally untidy and held together with old tape, and that's one of the main reasons for looking at that, as well as some dodgy connections. So this is the start of the project. It started a while ago where I decided I needed to tidy up the batteries. So stage one of that was to put a board in and get a fuse box, just really for constant live devices such as the bilge pump, and there'll be some other bits going in here as well. It just makes it nice and neat. The crazy thing at the moment is the bilge pump has its own trip on the fuse box, which you can easily switch off. So I wanted to get rid of that, so it's all handled through this fuse box. So there's 12 ports on there, so there's more than enough for any expansion. So this is the main fuse for the fuse box. That's an 80 amp, which goes to 110 amp cables, which is 16mm. So the box of goodies. This is the 16mm cable, which I'm going to use to wire up the fuse box. This is the protection for the bilge pump cable. The next bit is the Ocean Flex cable itself. 2.5mm cores on there. It's important to get ones with enough capacity on there so you don't lose any power. See, it's 3 cores, positive, minus, and a switched one. And this is the bilge pump itself. Now I've had this for years. Actually, I got it before I got the boat. I don't know why I bought it. I just assumed that the bilge pump wouldn't be working, so I got it years ago. So that's now well overdue to fit. Oh, that's the negative battery cable. Various other bits and pieces in there, I think. Now this is good investment. This is my crimper, the Wi-Fi crimper, which is a lot better quality than the one I used to have. And then these are the proper waterproof connectors, which are heat shrunk. Seem to be the most recommended ones off Amazon. But I thought, as it's in the engine bay, need to do a proper job. So we'll see how I get on. And so into the garage. Now this is the bilge pump cable, which just putting one of the connectors on. Now as this cable is going to be live, I've put it so it's got the recessed connector on it. So should you disconnect the pump, there's no chance of it touching the sides of the boat or anything like that. So yeah, using this Wi-Fi, whatever, crimp, it's really easy to use. It's quite accurate. It sort of gives you all the colours on the side as to which bit you put it in, and it works really well. It's certainly much better quality than the general ones, and the price is pretty good as well. So I just thought I'd go for that. So just cramp that up, and that holds it good. There, that's all secured. So just get the other two done and then we're good to go. I'm not very health and safety, I'm afraid, and normally you just have a heat gun on here, but this is all I have to hand, so obviously you need to take a bit of care here. But yeah, just need to apply heat to these, and they shrink and give you a waterproof seal, which finishes them off great. While you watch me give myself third-degree burns, can I just say that YouTube has started putting adverts on my channel, which is a bit annoying because they're nowhere near monetizing or anything like that. Not really interested in that sort of thing. So please don't watch the adverts. Do absolutely no good for anybody. All right, thank you. Right, and now to add the connectors onto the bilge pump itself. I'm putting the spade connectors on this one because it doesn't matter if these touch the boat if it's disconnected, because obviously there won't be anything in it. It just marries up with the other ones. And it's just the same process as before. And rest assured, I've edited out all the film that has cables catching fire. Now that's all done, they'll plug in and marry up and get a good connection. So looking at the wiring diagram, I'm going to have it so that it's an automatic pump, but also there's a separate manual bilge switch so that you can press that to make it go on its own. Hence the 3 wires. Yeah, so we've got the 3 colours on there, so it's red, black and green. So red is obviously plus, black is negative, and green is the switch. So when you press the switch, the manual switch, it makes the pump go. And just connecting it up with the relevant cable on the bilge pump itself. And now the fun bit, I just wanted to test it, see if it all works. So I've connected it up to a car charger, just temporarily on the automatic side of things. It looks like I'm handling explosives here, 'cause I know it's going to go off, but wait for it. And off it goes. Yeah, it doesn't go immediately, this pump. It senses every couple of seconds or so, which caught me out a bit. Excellent. So now the automatic side of it works. So just rigging up a switch here so I can test the manual side of it. So hopefully that will go. Keep an eye in the background. Off it goes. You can see the power it's got. Actually, it needs to have a little bit just to get the water out the side. And now back to the boat. So I've cut out the old one, This is the pipe, which I'm going to have to make shorter because it's way too long. I took the back of the switch plate out to see what I need to do. Ignore all the other rusty bits in there. So identified the bilge one with the green wires. I've cut the pipe, and that's now all to a more sensible level, going down to the new bilge pump. So you see I've hidden it right underneath the back so it doesn't get in the way when I start walking around as before. And you can see how much I've cut off. Never throw anything away, you never know when you could use it. And so to the electrics. This is the cable protection, and then our pre-made cable that we did earlier on. Sounds a bit like Blue Peter, this, doesn't it? First problem was how to get the cable inside the cable protection, so I taped it down and pushed it through. Thought about using these, but they're no good at all. And that's it, all done. So it's all up and working now. So you can see the cabling is much neater as it makes its way back to the fuse box. Goes right by the batteries, but it doesn't connect to them like it did do before. So that's one less connection on there. Goes up, connects in with all the other cables going along, and then swings round and comes down to the fuse box. This all looks much neater. There'll be more and more going into this shortly, but no, that's all done. Really happy with it. Eagle-eyed viewers would notice I didn't have a weed hatch in earlier on, and this is where it is. It's just had a coat of blacking on and some new tape. Thought I'd make that look a bit nicer. And that's it. And just to finish off, the marina at the weekend had lovely weather, and the water's clearer than I've ever seen it. So I thought I'd leave you with this so you can see all the fish. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please come back again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.